Hi, Jeremy the Tall Trainer here, and this month's challenge is the Not to Waste Challenge. So we have the choice. Either we can waste it by putting it in the garbage, or we can waste it by putting it on our waist. And so what we want to try to encourage people this month is to try to make the choice to perhaps throw out some food instead of storing them at your belly. All right, so the challenge is to leave every meal with one bite left. So every meal, leave one bite of food left on the plate or in your hand or whatever, however you're eating that meal, leave a bite left and throw it out. All right, so the duration, your goal is to do that for 4 to 7 days. So if it's really intimidating to you, get 4 days in. And if you think you can handle it, try to rock all 7 days of this challenge. And so every meal, leave one bite of food left. Now this is pretty challenging. Now this may trigger some childhood issues, things like that, or trauma associated with clean your plate, clean your plate, clean your plate. And what I want to remind you that is, whether you eat the last bite of food or you throw it out, it does not feed any starving people in any other country. All right, so that food is not getting to them. If you want to make a donation to help out them, that's fine, but don't make yourself heavy because of starving children in some far-off country. Right, it is very true. There are people starving around the world because of not enough food. But here in America, people are dying because of too much food. All right, so you could die from not enough or die from too much. Our problem is dying from too much. So let's deal with our problem, and maybe while we're at it, we can try to help them at the same time by donating and doing things like that. But let's not work on our plate. Let's not clear our plate just to try to help a starving person. So why are we doing this? We tend to clear our plates even when we are no longer hungry. Brian Wansink says people will generally consume an average around 92% of what they serve themselves. And so they're just going to polish it down. So whatever you make put on your plate, you're going to eat it. And so, one, be very careful what you put on your plate. But two, we want to see if we can start connecting. He also says in some of his research that people who are paying attention, who are more mindful about what they're doing when it comes to eating, they do eat less. And so we want to get more mindful about this activity. So leaving a bite behind could be enough to stop weight gain. The average American will gain about 1 pound of additional weight each year from age 25. So if the average woman at 25 is 135 pounds, 1 pound gain is less than 1% increase. I think it's like a 0.7% increase. Will that bite have at least 1% of the meal? Yes, it definitely will. Very few meals have 100 bites to them. It'd be hard pressed if your meal probably had like maybe 50 bites, into that meal. That'd be a big meal. So leaving a bite behind would cut your calories down, and that could be enough to either hold off, some weight gain, or perhaps maybe even lose some. And you can leave more than one bite behind. If you realize that you're full sooner, you can stop, and you can not eat any more of that. If you've satisfied the hunger, then you can stop with 2 bites left or 3 bites left. All right, number 3, eating that gets us overweight is sometimes driven by mindless compulsions. By trying to stop with 1 bite left, we invite our minds to be more present. So we're going to ask our mind to actually pay attention to what's going on. Now this may mess up because actually, you may find you get to the end of a meal and you have eaten the last bite already and you didn't save it. That may happen a couple times, but see if you can catch yourself before the end and throw out some of those things and realize how difficult it might be for you. The harder it is for you, the more important it might be to do. So this may be very traumatic to see some of that food hit the trash can. Very tough. Bonus part of this challenge is you could take a picture and post it to Facebook and add the hashtag little # not to waste. All right, so right over there says # not to waste, no spaces in there, and you put that in the comments along with any other explanation you want, and that kind of holds you accountable a little bit more. So if you just did 1 a day or something, even while you're doing the challenge, just to get some encouragement from other people there. So nobody else has used this not to waste thing yet. So if you go on Facebook and you the cool thing about that is if you click on that little link, so you see down here it's blue there, in that little post that I copied for myself, is that I can click on that and it'll show me all the other ones that people have posted with that in there. And so you can encourage somebody else, you can like it, do things like that, but it'll hold us accountable a little more. So just a fun part, not a requirement of the challenge, but just a fun part of the challenge. So your challenge, all right, every meal, leave 1 bite of food left. See if you can do that for at least 4 days. All right, challenge has been issued.